Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading from October 5th through the 11th. It's good for Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Sagittarius, primarily in tropical astrology. However, keep an open mind. It could resonate anywhere where Sagittarius happens to fall in your natal chart. It is a general reading, however, so it's not going to resonate with everyone that watches, or perhaps only parts of it will. Just take what you feel applies and leave what does not apply behind. That could be meant for someone else. If you want to book a private reading with me, Sag, the link to my website is down in the description below this video. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I read for you here about every week, but I also read for you on my other channel called Soma Chandra Libra. We kind of hyper focus on relationships on the other channel. This could apply to any part of your life, okay? So let's begin. Well, it looks like the next 7 to 10 days are going to be interesting for you guys. I think that there's some things bugging you, but I think that this first, like moving into the beginning of October for you, Sagittarius, is about dealing with some societal limitations maybe, and it's going to challenge you to be the real you as well. So first oracle deck I used, as you guys know, I can never remember the names of my decks. I like this deck though, it's good. 3 cards flew out: extremes, fear, and then assessing. So I think that the beginning of October here, you guys are going to be in what you feel are some extreme situations. You might be having hot flashes or night sweats. It's a hot moon. So there are some extremes around you. You might be experiencing extremes internally as well. This may cause fear. For you, anything that's extreme is going to trigger you, and it's going to trigger you into an emotion of fear. Just acknowledge the fear. Assessing came out, and I was like, okay, good, good, good. You guys are so smart, so philosophical. You just need more information. And I don't think that you're going to move forward with whatever's bothering you in the next 7 days until you get more information. I have pages here as well, and you're not sure what to do in your external actions. You're just going to continue to get more information. But what came out of my second oracle deck I really liked: happy, success, and status quo. Nice. So you will be feeling happy. You will have a consciousness of success. That's how you'll be feeling. You'll be feeling satisfied and successful, definitely in some areas of your life. And you're feeling like you're in a cycle that is just status quo. I got a good feeling about these 2 cards together. I'm like, well, we can't argue with that now, can we? Status quo. Everything will be per usual, par for the course, per usual is what I'm hearing. And you will feel good. Some of you will experience some kind of a win, maybe at work or in your personal life. You are going to feel good in some ways, but there are some other things, I think, in the environment or within your own body that make you fearful. You're going to handle it by looking for more information. On a deeper level in your soul's journey, I've been using this wonderful new deck I got, you guys. It's called The Heavenly Bodies Astrology. I love the cards, and the book that comes with it is absolutely lovely. I got air and the sun. So your sun sign will be activated in air. If any of you have air in your chart, check out what placement it is. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Perhaps a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius will come into your life. But for air, I have open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So you will be focused on these things. You will be receptive. You're not going to be closed-minded. Despite the fear, it's like you're feeling good about the happy, success, and the status quo. But when it comes to what's making you afraid and what you need more information about and the extremes, you are going to be objective. You're willing to take in information, assess, and learn, and learn, and you will be open-minded. You're also really going to be challenged to express your true self and embody the truth. I'm definitely feeling a lot of air energy, but the sun is your inner personal purpose in life and what's really driving you, and the source of will and your self-motivation and your confidence and your strength and your individuality and your creativity. You are going to be open-minded, but you're also going to be speaking your truth. They wanted me to look at the bottom of the deck. They told me it was a challenge. Saturn came out. You may feel restricted. You may experience struggle. I love how it says, learn hard work and patience. Okay, learn hard work and patience. So it is a time of patience. Saturn is really where we do learn to operate within limitations, and we have to deal with rules and responsibilities. We also have to deal with fear and what obstructs us and what limits us. You do have something to learn. I do think that you will have to stand up to the environment to a degree. I can already see it in the tarot. It's like you're going to be open-minded. Something is going to challenge you on a deep spiritual level, on a very personal level this next week, Sagittarius, to don't hold back when it's time to express your true self and speak the truth. I see you trying to be very balanced, but also standing firm in who you are. You may feel restricted. There is struggle going on for you and around you, but it is a time of learning. It is a time of hard work, and you will need to be patient. Yeah, sorry, I'm having a hard time talking today. I'm having a hard time getting my words out. It's that Mercury retrograde thing wrapping up. They want you to surrender a few things too as you move through the next week. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Every little thing you experience this week, Sag, the next 7 days, that may have a deeper lesson attached to it. And it is all part of your soul's path. I think it was all meant to happen. Also, there's some things changing that you might be fearful of. They're asking you to surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith, all is well. You did show fear. It's like, I see happiness for you, but I also see fear. So they want you to surrender a fear of change. Also surrender to silence. Someone around you may need silence from you right now. That was the first thing I heard. But some of you need to experience some calm and silence. When I heard that, I felt an uncomfortableness. Some of you may struggle with being alone this week or spending time alone when you would otherwise feel good about it or okay with it. I heard that very strongly. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Surrender to silence. Examine what you're afraid of changing and surrender to your soul's path. You're moving towards a time of growth. It's definitely going to be a week of growth. They wanted me to do a very different spread than I normally do. Sometimes I let the cards just fall out. So I did recent, past, present moment, and near future, moving into the end of next week. So recent past, the Fool, the Tower, Justice. Wow, all major arcana. So kind of a big deal. Very recently, you guys started a new beginning. You took a leap of faith. You accepted a massive sudden shift and change. And I think it brought inherently quite a bit of balance into your life. It might have been difficult for you with the Tower, but it recaptured your authenticity as the Fool. You took the leap of faith. You hit the eject button. You made a major shift or change. Something might have happened externally in your environment. Perhaps some of you moved, or you just had a sudden awakening and a realization about consequence, about cause and effect. I got a very good feeling off of Justice. Justice doesn't always feel good. It's like fair is fair, cause and effect. You can't expect things to be any different than they are based on the choices you've made up until now. Deal with the truth is Justice. But because it's attached to the Fool here, this looks like it was necessary and it was a risk, but I think it's bringing balance into your life. Very much so. Aries, Scorpio, Libra here. But the current energy, I was like, whoa, what's this about? I have the Hierophant, which is Taurus, the 9 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. Not feeling so good about the system right now, Sag? Either that or a Taurus is just pissing you off. The Hierophant can be so abstract. The Hierophant is wisdom and knowledge. It's a teacher. It's a leader. Sometimes he can be full of shit. Sometimes he can be quite the heretic and shake things up. But the Hierophant does often represent tradition, the rules that we live by societally or in a family. And you're not looking thrilled by this. Like maybe your boss or where you work or where you live or your family, just in general, maybe you're feeling like a little bit of a renegade, but you just did your renegade move with a new outlook on life. or a big shift or change in your lifestyle or your environment. It brought a lot of balance. Now, this could be someone around you that doesn't like where you're going. You could be the Hierophant all of a sudden and they're not thrilled. But I feel like this is all you. Like, I have to deal with these societal standards and norms, my family norms, my cultural norms, the government even. And you're like, dude, I'm hanging in there. You might also not like advice given to you. Your boss might be driving you crazy. But you, instead of freaking out about it right now, you're going to turn your back and go, okay, how is this going to impact my future? You're not ignoring it. You're just hanging in there, dealing with the rules and regulations, being part of the system, but thinking about how you can protect yourself and be innovative and think about the future. Yeah. Okay, so that's current energy. But moving into the end of the week, I have the Six of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so if there's anything holding you back right now, Sag, it's the past. There is something that you are nostalgic about. It could be your childhood. You could be missing someone. We all miss easier, simpler times. You are homesick for something. Something about the past is distracting you emotionally in the present moment. It may be putting an idea in your head. This could be recapturing something that you had let go of in the past, either a personal, passionate pursuit, a career that you wanted to pursue, old feelings that you have not felt for a while. Will kind of put you in the reevaluation station. For some of you, this may hold you back and keep you from realizing that there are new opportunities coming in for you. Conversely, some of you may recall something from your past that will hand you something emotionally. Sometimes something puts an idea in our head. Sometimes something from our past will put a feeling in our body that we have not felt in a while. This might give you an answer to something. So I wouldn't say stay out of the past. I see that you're reevaluating something for a reason. Watch out for past triggers, but at the same time, don't ignore them, because you could turn this emotional reevaluation station. If you can recall your past in a constructive way, it could give you a fresh new outlook on something, because that's the Ace of Wands. Kaboom. Or just be careful, though. You might miss a new innovative idea because you're hanging on to a past way of being. Sometimes the Hierophant can indicate a past way of being because it's something that's been put in place for a very long time. Don't miss the new opportunities. So I took a look at the environment. They wanted me to use the same deck. And then your actions. I said, okay, show me the main energy, person, people around Sagittarius that could possibly be affecting them. Quite a few cards came out. I just kind of let it fly, let it roll, let it happen. The cards that came out first, those in the environment, are the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, the High Priestess, the Ten of Wands initially is what came out. This looks like a feminine energy around you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly in particular Virgo. I also have Pisces here. Sometimes the High Priestess can be Libra, Capricorn, Scorpio for me, a quieter sign. Whoever this person is, I think that they are withdrawn from you and deeply introspective. I think they're being quiet and they're not showing their hand of cards with the Hermit and the High Priestess. They could be an earth sign. They don't have to be. This person is very focused on the practical side of life. They are withdrawn and in a period of self-reflection. They are also listening to their intuition. They don't get out and talk much, and they might not be talking to you. They also seem to be carrying a heavy burden, and in this deck, he always looks like he's hiding something. This person might be overburdened and they don't want to tell you about it. This person might not be feeling so great at the moment. They just handle things by being stoic and being alone. But I think it's a person that you might have a beef with, because I said, well, what's this Ten of Wands? What's weighing this person down? They might be trying to complete something difficult and they do it alone. I got the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. This person might want to get out of socializing with you and they don't know how to tell you. Conversely, this is one of my gossip card combinations. This person may be playing duck and weave with you. They may be in a friend circle in your community. They seem to be wanting to get away from you. Looks like it might be a friend or family member or coworker. It could be a romantic partner though. They may want to get together with you, but they won't tell you. I think this person might play games a little bit with you because they're just not great at communication all the time. Yeah. And so your cards may or may not be a reaction to this person. Some of you know who this is and you're like, whatever, Carrie Lee, I don't really care about them. Other people, for others of you, this is someone that you do care about and this will be helpful to you. But your cards, your actions moving into the middle of October are the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Magician. So, and then I have the Five of Swords and the Page of Swords. So it's possible that when I have this Three of Cups, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, Page of Swords, those are all my gossip, catty, petty, hearsay cards. So watch out for resentment, believing what you hear. There may be a gossipy energy between yourself and this person, a competitiveness in some way. For others of you, I'm hearing that you work at home and you don't love it, but you'd rather do that than go back to the office. Something about the vaccine, maybe. This might be a coworker that went back and you're like, I just heard something about you lied to me. You told me you were going to give me a different deal. Okay. Well, you're trying to figure out how best to utilize your energy and your skills at this point. Something is definitely stressing you out. You've got to come up with an answer. You're going to practically weigh your odds on how to make this shit work, but you will manifest. It's like, what's the right answer here? How can I be useful in this situation? I want all my skills and talents to be utilized. Being the one that's the catalyst for change and knowing you have the answer possibly are also stressing you out. I'm hearing you do a lot of, part of you knows what the answer is and it's just stressful to have to execute it. Others of you are trying to figure out how to have a breakthrough and be most effective right now. But I wanted to know what the Nine of Swords was, and that's when I got the Five of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Moon. We have a King of Swords down here, Four of Pentacles. You could have an air sign confusing you and holding you back, or holding back from you in some way, but that's kind of what might be coming in. You definitely feel conflicted, I think, about this Hierophant energy. This Five of Swords may or may not be related to this person, but you're definitely willing to fight for what you want. You're definitely curious to hear more information and get more information about a situation. This could also be about a child. Watch out that your ex or your ex's new chick isn't messing with your visitation schedule for family time. For those of you that are divorced and remarried and there's blended families, I just saw a child that's an issue here. Your kid doesn't like his new chick. Okay, that was specific. But the Moon being here shows me that there's confusion. You definitely need more information. You may have to stand up for yourself and fight for what you want, but don't believe everything you hear. Just because someone's being passive with you and maybe playing games with you doesn't necessarily mean they mean you harm. They just might not be good at telling you what they want or what they need from you. In the meantime, you're just going to hang in there and deal with this Hierophant energy while you're also trying to start a new beginning. Definitely keep assessing, Sagittarius. Get to the bottom of what feels so extreme and what's making you afraid, and enjoy the status quo for now. Because you have and will experience a success, and it'll bring you into a time of, like, status quo just feels very predictable for me. It will be a time of being open-minded and objective. You will be in a mode of learning while also dealing with rules and regulations, hard work. You will be speaking your truth. Just Surrender your fear of change, surrender to your own soul's path, and get used to silence this week. Apparently, it is necessary. I think the confusion will lift. I think you're going to reassess and figure out how to proceed moving forward. You definitely need more information. They're pulling back. They're saying stop. All right, Sag, that's your reading for the 5th through the 11th. Hope it resonates. Hope it helps. Check out Soma Chandra Libra for love messages. And the link to my website's in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.